today we have Malli. Malli. You got to get right into the mic, please.
Okay. Malli.
Malli and Gero?
Gero, yeah.
Okay, I'm apologizing I didn't get your name right. Very close, please. Why don't you tell our listeners first about women on boards, and then we'll get into some stories about it.
Oh, I'd love to, thanks. We are a national campaign to increase the numbers of women who serve on U.S. corporate boards, and our goal is 20% of board seats held by women by the year 2020. And we started the campaign in December of 2010. I co-founded this organization with my friend and colleague, Stephanie Sonnabend.
A great lady.
President of Sonesta International Hotels.
A great organization.
And we both realized that she, from the perspective of being a director and having a board, her own corporate board, and I'm a PR person by trade, and I've worked on this issue for many years for many organizations, both here in Massachusetts and nationally. The numbers were not changing. For 10 years, we've been talking about this issue, and the numbers don't change. And we said, what could we do to make this move faster? And we realized that if we borrowed the concept that the Green Movement used by employing grassroots efforts, that maybe if we made people really understand what boards did and why they should care about this issue, we would get public support from stakeholders, and the stakeholders could tell these companies it's time to change. And I think that's beginning to happen.
You know, it really amazes me. I sit on the boards of companies, and it's true. A lot of them, if they're male-run companies, don't have women on them. The women-run companies have women on them, and I would be interested to see if you split it up, if you took only the men-owned companies and looked at the percentage of women on those boards, how well they would be doing, because I think you're probably getting skewed by the female-owned companies, because there's so many companies being started by women nowadays.
Many companies being started by women. They tend to be smaller companies, I think that women, of course, are going to be more sympathetic to seeing women and advancing women into leadership roles.
Because I don't understand it, quite frankly. I mean, I'm not trying to just try to look like I'm patronizing women, or not patronizing, but trying to be nice to women. But I really don't understand it, because if you're building a board, you do want diversity on the board. You want diversity of thought.
Well, you want a balanced point of view. It's
right.
Really important. And I think what happens is, firstly, the CEO wants to feel comfortable. And so he wants to surround himself with people that make him comfortable, and they're going to be his friends.
But men tend to be more open and communicative with women than they are with men.
Maybe so, but I think that there's something about that. All guys network, and they go out and they drink together and they play golf together, and they get to be friends, and they're comfortable with each other. And then you add one woman into that mix of 7 guys in the room, and the dynamic changes, the discussion changes.
The humor changes.
And they're afraid. They can't
right.
tell the jokes that
That's
they
true.
used to.
You can't tell the jokes.
But you know what? You probably could. I think.
Well, you got to get permission first.